This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
Trubisky's pass. Complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On third down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Now fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side, Patterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, it's Patterson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Third down, Patterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. First down, Chicago.
On first down, Trubisky. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on first down. Patterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Patterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Patterson. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
2 yards.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris.
Trubisky's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Seahawks nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 27 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That was simply terrific vision by the runner. He was able to use his eyes and follow his blocks and carry himself to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7
for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Third down.
Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Trubisky.
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to try and go deep again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. I credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Johnson on the cover.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Here comes Cohen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Urban. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13. Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Trubisky's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
On third down, Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
14. First down, Bears.
They run with Patterson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was taken.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? On
second down now. It's Patterson, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now again, right side, Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
47-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Now a hit and a loose football. The big fella. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham taking it in as the Bears push further out in front.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the...
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This is Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
With the handoff to Chris Carson. The tackle made by Robert Quinn.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then in the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. Tonight's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.